All right, good morning, good morning. Let's go ahead and start diving into the watch list. Again, it's Friday. Nothing's really we have some movers, but nothing's really looking good. So I decided to not go live at 9 just because there's not much to talk about. We have a few stocks that we're watching, but overall, we're not really too interested in anything that's going on at the moment. Paste. All right. Give me 1 second, team. I'm gonna pull up my TikTok live stream. What's up, Stir? How you doing, my man? Thank you for the likes. Thank you for stopping in. All right. We have 7 minutes until market opens, so let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can break down the watch list in time. Again, I am going live so late just because the watch list right now is kind of shitty. Nothing's really moving. We know it's Friday. Fridays are our slowest day. Lack of press releases, lack of volume. So it's just something that we got to keep in mind when we are thinking about trading today. First up, I want to look at TOPS, Tops. Tops had a stock split, so no news really. But we are moving, and if we do break this downtrend, we very well could see it back up to $4, $5, possibly $6, which that's very generous, I would say, for TOPS since it doesn't have any news. So we are keeping on watch, but SO and X could be more. I don't like that we had a spike in after hours and just kind of staying stagnant during pre-market for SO and X. Launches 63 million private placement. So that's pretty good. They got some money. So that's good ones that we want to watch for SO and X. RUBY, not a huge fan of this trend line. And we could possibly see this come back and cross view up and room up to $70 or 70 cents, excuse me. We just saw a massive washout candle or soaker candle with very, very good volume. That's a very good sign. Now, what's the news? Not really seeing any news, but I do like Ruby for that move higher. We do have high volume and on a doji candle, hammer candle, so we might be able to see some action to the upside today. We also are looking at HHGC. Getting crushed today, DCA baby. Yes, dollar cost average. Let's get it, my man. Woo, let's do this. Getting crushed today, the market's getting crushed. We are also looking at HHGC. Not a huge fan, but we did make a new high today at 1674 in pre-market, even though so it won't show up on the daily chart. We are pulling back down to the all-time high. We are now below the all-time high, so we'll see if we can regain that and possibly push up to $17 from HHGC. In AOV, not a huge fan at all. Ran mostly in after hours. Ran during pre-market, pushing up, and now just giving a lot back in AOV. Approved for sale through NHS, internal supply chain contract. So they got news. So we're definitely keep this one on watch, but it's not the cleanest one in my opinion. On the 5-minute, we could see that this is a nice soaker candle, bearish reaction with very light volume. If we could see this probably continue to pull up. And I do think we might have room up to 60 cents, around 10 cents away at the moment, or around 20%. So we'll see what happens, and if we can actually make some money today. We have LITM. LITM has been moving up. Snow Lake Lithium Energy collaborate to establish lithium supply chain in North America, so that's pretty good news. Now we are moving up. We're at 280. Over 280, we have room up to 314. Over 314, we have room up to 4. For LITM, not a huge fan of anything at the moment. Just kind of sitting on my hands, waiting to see what stocks have the most momentum, what stocks have the most volume, what are the traders watching. And once we can identify that, then we can actually identify where we are going to want to use our capital. Nick, Ruby, and LITM top 2 at the moment. I do like LITM and Ruby. Ruby's pretty good. I really like that soaker candle. But again, it's just not enough vol. I mean, yeah, there is good volume on it, but for each candle, there's only like 2 to 30,000 in volume. Now we're starting to get a lot of volume. Watch out for the move. We're getting a lot of buying pressure. Let's see this thing spike. This thing might spike up. We have a big buyer, $1,300, 1,300 order buyer. Holy cow, 1,300 lots. He's trying to buy 130,000 shares of the stock. 130,000 shares. What in the world? He's starting to get taken out. I mean, or he's gone. I didn't look at what bid or what number he was actually looking at, but that was a huge order at 57 cents. I think it was at 57 cents. We have a minute left. Give me 1 second. I am going to use the restroom very quickly. Now we have the same amount of volume on Ruby on that candle, but with no movement on the 5 minute. We see that we have, oh, I'm watching SPRO from yesterday. I'm not too sure if that's moving up. We'll see what we can do here. We have 10 seconds left. We are live. We are now live. HHGC is moving pretty quick. 11.99 is the halt level. It looks like we might get halted here to the upside on HHGC. No, we're not halted. We have NAOV getting a lot of action here right out of the gate. Again, I'm not going to be taking any trades right out of the gate. I'm not looking to catch any washout longs or anything, so we're really just going to be sitting patiently here. I like HHGC. This thing can move very, very quickly. HHGC is 5 million in float, and it can move quickly. In AOV, a lot of good action. A lot of good action here. Hull level up is 60, is 67, 68. I'd be looking for around 4 cents if I could. 4 cents would be ideal. Let's wait for a little bit more market structure from this play, and then maybe look to jump in for the push up to 68 cents potentially from NAOV. NAOV is moving. I do like NAOV. Top stock to watch is NAOV. Getting rejected off VWAP here. Let's see a nice decreasing volume pullback, and then maybe see a little bit more market structure. Here's a little bit of a pullback. Don't want to jump in here. It is right off VWAP. We're starting to get more volume off this VWAP, off VWAP. So, I mean, not a huge fan. Hopefully this candle doesn't break 53 cents. But I do think we will continue to pull back to based on the amount of volume on this candle. We still have 20 seconds left. The amount of volume on this candle hasn't changed. Is it even? Oh, never mind. It's actually decreasing. I had mine. That was just didn't have the right zoom on my charts. So let's see what happens. Let's see a nice decreasing volume pullback and then a nice push up to 60 cents. We very well could see this thing squeeze. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm going to give this candle a little bit more time to develop. We still have 40 seconds left. And then possibly look to make a trade. Sit down. It very well could continue to squeeze. Like, I don't know how confident I am in this trade. I'm not super confident just because it's right out of the gate. Very light decreasing volume. We have very light volume. 5 minutes left on this candle. Wow, there was the move. I missed the entry at 53. Wasn't super confident in it. But now it looks like we're starting to break higher. I don't really want to chase this here. This would have been an absolutely killer trade. But, you know, it's unfortunate. Wasn't able to jump in. Was too hesitant right out of the gate. Would have been a beautiful trade. See it break at the high, 57. Let's see it break 57 right here. See it break 57. Breaking 57, 58. That would have been a killer trade. I'm not going to chase this. Totally missed it. Unfortunate. Just didn't really trust it, but should have. Right into the 50 SMA on the daily. So hopefully this isn't a false move over VWAP. HHGC, absolutely super choppy. Super choppy. All level ups 12-13. This thing is choppy. HHGC has 5 million in float. This thing can move very quickly. In AOV, there's that pullback. Now we have increasing volume on a doji candle off VWAP. So it looks like people are looking to jump in here. I mean, this candle flips bearish. We know that people are jumping in for this, for the VWAP bounce. Now we're starting to see good volume, but not a huge price action move. So HHGC up at 1160. Could we squeeze up to VWAP? Is that an opportunity for us? We'll see. We made a new high at 11. This is the new high at 11.99. In AOV, starting to dump on off, or starting to reverse. HHGC is probably one that I want to keep on watch here. Very choppy, so I want to let this kind of play out. Very light volume. So I want to see some good action before I actually jump into this play. Good market structure, LITM. Starting to bounce here. We had very high volume on the previous candle, but crazy in AOV should start to pull back here for continuing higher. HHGC is probably going to continue to squeeze, and it is definitely squeezing. It's just way too risky for me to jump in on this play. If we start getting halted to the upside, I might look to take some for the halt. Starting to get halted. I like that volume, the highest volume on the day. See a nice bounce off 1174. Minute 11:97. Minute 11:97. Let's see this squeeze through VWAP. Let's see this squeeze through VWAP here. Once we squeeze through VWAP, my stop is going below this candle. It's a little risky to keep that. I'm risking 40 cents. But I want to see this squeeze through VWAP. Once we squeeze through VWAP, my stop's going to break even. Break over the high, my stop is going to break even. My stop's at 1175. Let's see this thing continue to push on higher. I'm going to sell in thirds. So once we squeeze up to, if we squeeze up to 13, I'm going to sell 20. Not really getting that. We had a nice rejection. I want to see this thing continue to squeeze. I might get stopped out for a small loss. $11.75 is my stop. Just below, let's make it $11.70 just cuz. Break over, if we break over 12. I'm gonna hold 20 shares here, just in case it continues to squeeze. I have 20 shares on the table. I'll take that. That was a beautiful trade. I'll take that. That was a beautiful trade. This stock can move very quickly. I wanted to just take it because we haven't really seen a pullback on the 5-minute, and we are coming into resistance here at the 200, at the 50 SMA, on the 15, on the 10-minute, and this trend line. So I wanted to sell, take my $50 and see what we can do. And I thought that was a pretty good exit here at 12.80, almost at the top here. So I caught around $1, just under $1 a share there on HHGC. I really like that trade. That was beautiful. Let's see if it continues to move. I like that, but SONX looks better in my opinion. Nice red to green move on SONX. Bro, you're talking to yourself. I was the only person here. I'm not only streaming to TikTok, I'm streaming to YouTube as well. So I'm streaming to a total of 8 people at the moment. 2 people on TikTok and 6 people on YouTube. So I don't care how many people it is. I'm still streaming, having a good time, making some money, just talking with people. So I don't care if I'm talking to myself. It helps me kind of think out my process. It just helps me stay grounded more. SONX is looking very good. SONX is looking very, very good. And HHGC, let's see, this thing's going to continue to squeeze, it looks like. You better watch SONX. You don't want to see a false breakout over 120. We're going to want to see this 5-minute candle Squeeze and hold over 120. That would be ideal for us. LITM starting to get some action to the upside. Nice red to green move. Room up to $3 and then eventually $3.10. Let's see what we can do. Divided by 2.5. Not a fan of these wicks. So let's see that pullback. This 5-minute candle looks really bad. And HHGC still pulling back. I definitely think it had more room to pull back. So before I even jump into this next play, if I do decide to take this again, I'm not going to buy over VWAP. And now we can just kind of sit back and wait. I hit my goal for today. Good morning, Joe. We're here for you. If you are here, hey, thank you, Tech for Beginners. I'm glad you guys are here. Glad I can entertain and possibly even help some of you guys. I know I'm not as thorough as Josh, and or structured going through the watch list and stuff, but that's not how I like to trade. That's not how I stream in the morning, because I like to trade how I trade. So I'm doing this for me. I'm not really like, yes, if you guys find value out of it, wonderful, but I'm not. Josh is all about teaching, and that's all he's about. And we had a halt to the downside of HHGC. Beautiful entry and exit. I was only 30 cents away from the top. I got out, so that was a beautiful trade. Loved it. NAOV. KRBP. KRBP, watch for the bounce up the halt. Watch for the bounce up the halt level. I'm so tempted. I am so tempted to buy here at 60 cents. Halt level down is 50. Right off VWAP, off the halt level. Let's see what happens here. I see some sellers. If we get a bounce, are we going to get a bounce at all? Doesn't look like it. If we break through 57, we're going to see a lot of people selling. People are holding into the halt. Their stops are right below the halt level. So if we squeeze below the halt level, we are most likely going to continue and squeeze lower. HHGC halted to the downside. 57, and are we about to break this? Right now it's stagnant, and it looks like it's breaking below. See how fast it kind of was staying stagnant there, broke through, and then just kind of continued lower. That was the psychology of the orders that were coming through. ATXI. Not a huge fan. AVCT. Don't like that false move, but this could be a market maker move. They do a great job at what you do. Thank you, Joe. I really appreciate it. I'm also love your screen setup. Looks good. Thank you, my man. Thank you. Yeah. LITM starting to get some action. Possibly get that squeeze over VWAP. There's that squeeze. Halt level up's 327. Not going to get halted for sure. But, oh wow, that doji candle I did not like. I do not like that doji candle. We are getting very good volume on this candle, but we did break above. Let's see if this can hold. Room up to $3. Room up to $3 on LITM, but it looks like we're going to get rejected. That's why you got to be very, very careful and not chase the stock. If you didn't get in here, and once it starts pulling back, you would have been at break even. So you don't chase. Do not chase. SONX dumping on off. Ruby dumping on off. LITM probably going to continue to dump on off just because of this false move. Continue lower. And the 5-minute doesn't look great. MDGS. Not a huge fan. What's going on with the spies? Anything good? Wow, we're just gapping down. Gap down, gap down, gap down, gap down. Very good doji candle on that. I do think we could possibly see this up at 72 today. So very easily up at 72 for a good target. Now we're starting to break above VWAP. Let's see if we can get that pullback and in that push up into 72 for around 3 points to the upside. So let's see what we can do and see if we can get some good action here. It's pulling back already off VWAP, which is not what I wanted to see, but SLCR halted up. We are halted up on SLCR. Very light volume. My brain defaults to seeing bearish setups over bullish right now, and I don't feel like I can trust long, so I miss stuff. Hey, it's all good. I miss stuff as well. LITM. Cool. Interesting to hear about your new. I'm not too sure what you mean by that, Frank. What is HHGC? HHGC was halted at 9:44. We just went live. Watch for the halt strategy, but in reverse. Nice bounce off that area at 11:45. You could have caught a nice 60 cents. Let's see if it breaks the upside here. Will it break higher? That's the question that everybody's asking, that nobody knows the answer to. Do we have the same orders on the level 2 SPRO in order on the bid? Oh, sorry. LITM rip and run. Yes, it's ripping up. Very decreasing volume though. Very good volume on the 5-minute, breaking over this area and holding. Let's see if this. I would like to see this 5-minute candle close above 278. Ideally. SPRO. Not really seeing that, but SPRO is starting to get some action. Why did my music just stop? Oh, that's why. Getting some action. Hall level up is 263. HHGC is now above, it was above the halt level. LITM, I do like this thing's absolutely ripping. Let's see if we can get an entry. Let's see if we can look. We're up to $3. TOPS is holding steady. LITM to the moon. LITM to the moon. I like it. The SPY is just continuing to push lower. I'm honestly looking for some SPY contracts, but I'm going to be very, very diligent about my choices. Delta and the yellow. All right. So now when I look at the SPY, I'm going to wait for a nice entry and see if I can get that push up to 375, 372, excuse me, like I think I can, like I think, not like I think I can, like I think that the SPY could. That's not even filling the gap from the gap down today. So that's I think that's a very doable target, but we'll see what we can do with the SPY. We'll go with this, we'll go with blue. So it doesn't change. Yeah, there it is. All right, trade, active trader. LITM pulling back. Don't like that doji candle. everything on the watch list is dumping on off. So, guys, it's just time to sit back and be patient. It's Friday. Who knows? We might not even get any other. Oh man, Corey, absolutely killing it, locking in 606 on the day. Holy cow. Stir locking in $322 on the day at 940. 10 minutes into the market, you're absolutely killing it. Good stuff, Stir. Great stuff. Trading Hunter up 1.7% on the day. Way to go. 1.7%. Killer profits, guys. I love it. Oh yeah, I see that order at 215 on SPRO, Tech for Beginners, SPRO. Let's see, 215. Let's look at this area. I don't see it in. Whoa, SPRO absolutely screaming. SPRO screaming. Haul over the upsides is 263. We are not going to get halted, but we do have room up to $3. Let's see what we can do with SPRO. I feel like one of those auctioneers right now, trying to sell a price for the highest value I can. Wow. Let's see what we can do. Off 230 would be a good area to buy, but wasn't a huge fan. I want to see. I don't know what I was going to do. I mean, I'm looking for around 10 cents, and I would be very happy with 10 cents. So let's see if we can get a nice flag down, maybe down into 230. We did pull into 231, but I wanted to wait just barely because we had pretty good volume over VWAP. Let's see what happens with the next few candles and if it can actually start moving on up here. We're looking at SPRO, so I'm going to replace it with TOPS. SPRO. SPRO. And I'm going to trade Ruby for the SPY. Man, this thing's still moving up, but be patient. Be patient. Bump and dump SPRO for that order. MDGS. Not a huge fan. Flux. Not a huge fan. Oh, there's a fly on my computer. You just guys. Oh, who's ready for some Magic Man by heart? I've been digging some classic music lately. Just because all the music nowadays is so shitty. It's the same old shit where you can't even understand the rappers. Stupid. There's no good music coming out. So you gotta go back to the old music. That's the plan. Oh. Okay, Cole, gotta run, but have a great weekend and see you next week. Thanks. Hey, thanks, Jared, for stopping in. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Have have as much fun as you can on the weekend. As Fridays are slow, I will see you bright and early Monday morning. If Josh is not back, I'll be live. I'll be in the chat, ready for Josh to break down the watch. It's ready for his energy to be back. So thank you again so much for stopping in. I will see you next week. HHDC dumping on off still. NAOV in some action, but still not looking good. I'm looking for a nice reversal pattern on the SPY for it to push back up into 372. It's around 4 points away at the moment. Could possibly push up to 12. But again, we do have a expansion gap here. So I do think we're going to come and fill this. But let's see. I'm not going to enter, even though I kind of want to. But I'm not going to just because it's Friday. This stock has very little volume, but I am going to just watch it and see how it plays out. SPRO again. Starting to move. Starting to get that volume. Hopefully it doesn't, oh, we don't want to see it reverse. We do not, oh man. Do not want to see that reverse like that. EVTL. LITM. Getting a lot of volume. Room up to $3. Let's see this thing pull back. Let's see this thing pull back. Pull back to 278. I'm gonna look for the squeeze up to $3. I want to see a nice decreasing volume pullback. Light volume on the 5 minute. We are only 1 minute into that candle though. So let's see what happens. I'm still waiting for that SPY bounce. I definitely think we're going to be able to see a bounce from the SPY today. Maybe not overall for maybe not like a bounce like to bring us bullish again, but definitely a bounce. Maybe not even come up. We probably won't even come up and touch yesterday's low. So I'm looking for a nice oh my gosh, LITM moving on up. Missed. There was a good entry up 279, but just did not trust it. Want to see that better pullback, and now we're starting to squeeze higher. Let's see if the break over 289. 289, let's see that break. I don't really see a lot of sellers there. Not a lot of selling, not a good selling wall. Let's see what happens. It's gonna break. Let's see it break over 298 or 289. There's the break. There's the room up to 3. I mean, honestly, if it would be awesome if it got halted to the upside at 320, 330. It would be cruising at that point. Very good volume breaking through. I like that. I like SPRO for the flag. SPR for the flag, nice cup and handle potentially. Room up to 250. Over 250, you have room up to 270 for SPRO. Now we're starting to get that action off VWAP. 30 seconds left in this candle. Let's see if we can get some good action to the upside up to 250. Right now, your stop has to be below 226. So right now it's less than 10 cents away. But it's slowly fading away. I wasn't able to jump in, and I don't. Oh yeah, look at that. It's getting hammered. LITM. Nice pullback, decreasing volume, possibly room up to $3. Very light decreasing volume. I think we very well could see the push up to 3, but didn't want to jump in. It was a little bit too risky for me since it is Friday. SPY starting to get a bounce on this area. Nice low, but let's see if we can get a nice reversal pattern. LITM moving higher. That would have been a great entry. You could have caught around 10 cents there. In AOV, HHGC pushing back up into this. Let's see if it can push up into this area again. There's the break higher. It's most like it could. Will we see it squeeze? Will we see it squeeze past 240? Not too sure, but I'm not chasing this because if I want to jump in, I want to be in around 230. Around VWAP, but I wasn't a huge fan. Halt level up is 279. KRBP. Holy crap, this thing is moving quick. Oh, there's a quick 40% drop, followed by a 40%, 30% rally. Holy fuck, this thing is quick. Well, ITM is moving. I missed the VWAP retest. Give me 1 second. I gotta change a few settings on my computer. There it is. Rumble, rumble. I'm confused. What? There's KRBP getting some action back up into VWAP. I should have taken it, but you enter with 1,000 shares. Each one of these little marks is $10 for you. So now each one of these things is $25. So let's see if we can get some action. Let's see if we can get some good price action and see if we can get an edge on this stock. Hot level up's 1250. The SPY is getting a little bit of a bounce, but you know, I'm not looking for this little bounce. I'm looking for the bounce up to 372. It's still around $3.50 away. HHGC, I'm still watching. I do like it. I like that volume. We possibly could get the squeeze up to VWAP. It's around 70 cents away. Not going to take it though. Looking for that, maybe looking for a nice quick dip at 1157, possibly. $11.85. Stay. Oh, LITM at a new high. LITM, new high. This thing's absolutely ripping. Halt level to the upside is 364. We're most likely not going to get halted. Next target, 330. Over that area, we have room up to around 360 and then eventually $4. SPY getting a very good bounce. Let's see a soaker candle. Let's see a break below 42 cents and then see it wash back up to 44. For KRBP. I think we have room with the 55. Got rejected off the 200 SMA. Whoa, sorry, from Wolf, the host. Hi, what kind of trade today? BTC? No, I trade stocks. Do you put many orders in at the same time? No, I usually do not. I usually kind of focus on one stock at a time, one order at a time. Not saying I never, but I'm saying usually I only do one order at a time. Why gold crashed today, Cher? I am not too sure. Asking the wrong guy. I do not trade gold. I do not look at gold. I do not care to look at gold because the strategy I'm doing has no idea. It doesn't matter what gold's doing. So I have no interest in looking at gold. And isn't gold like, it might have crashed. How much did gold really crash? Gold's been pretty stable, I feel like, over the past, what, eternity? Very light volume. Be careful, very light volume on this push higher. Not seeing any volume really at the moment. A lot of people are buying though. We have a lot of buyers. There's the squeeze. Now we're starting to see that volume come in. Let's see it pull back slightly. Pull back slightly. I don't want to see it rip right away. I need to see this pullback. I'm not looking to jump in. I should have jumped in when I saw those orders come through, but I wasn't able to. Let's see this pullback down to 48. There's 52. Missing it, missing it. Let's see a pullback. We have 4 seconds left on this candle. I want to see the pullback down to VWAP into the 50-cent area. I really like that volume. Let's see this retest of VWAP, retest of the previous high, and retest of the trend line. Let's get that retest of a 50 cents. Let's see that retest. I know you want to. Pull back just a little. Pull back just a little. Should have been at 47, but didn't want to jump in. Really should have been in. We're not seeing that pullback, and this thing is going to continue to squeeze. Very continual volume. We're going to continue to squeeze. I want to see this pullback. I need to see this pullback. All level up is 64. I want to see a pullback down to 50. Let's see KRBP pull back to 50. 51 works. I have my finger on the trigger, ready for it to pull back. There's 52. I want to see a little bit more of a pullback. I want to see a little bit more of a pullback. Break 52. Break through 52. We have big sellers at 52.11. Breakthrough 52. And we're getting now increasing volume, or not increasing volume, but a good amount of volume on this candle. We have 2 minutes left on this 5-minute candle. Let's see that pullback. We're at 90, we're at 50, 52. I'm not a huge fan of it. I want to see this volume continue to pull back. Oh, we're starting to move. But I don't want to chase this. Very good volume. I want to see this pull back. Could break without me, and that'll be fine if it does. Very good, very high volume on that candle. I like the volume. I like the pattern. I think we could very well see this thing continue to squeeze on up. Where did I get at? Okay, I got in at 51.87. 51.87. That was pretty good. 51.87. I'll take that. 51.87. Let's see this thing continue to squeeze. Not really wanting to move. Once it breaks over that candle high, I'm going to move my stop to break even. See this soaker candle. Very light volume in this pullback. Let's see this thing start to move. Once we break over a candle high, my stop is going to break even. I want to see this thing continue to push. I like this pullback. We're not really seeing this thing continue. Let's see if we can get this bounce off VWAP in the 90 MA. We have very light volume. We should be able to see this squeeze up to at least 55 and possibly 60 if we continue to squeeze. Very light volume. I think the 5-minute, we could see this thing continue to squeeze on up. We have very light volume in the 5-minute, which is exactly what I want to see. I want to see this thing start to squeeze and squeeze up to 55. We have 10 seconds left in this candle. And I want to see this buying pressure continue to push us in and continue to squeeze higher. Let's see this break right here. There it is. There's 250 sold. I have 700 left, 750 left. Let's see this thing continue to squeeze. Let's see it continue to squeeze up to 55. I have 500 shares left. Break over 55. Break over 55. Break over 55. Yep, that's what I wanted to see. $300 shares left on this position. Go ahead and flatten it there. I'll take $22 on that trade. Nothing crazy. I'll take it. I'll take 71.50 on the day. I'll take that. I'll take that. Yeah, 71.51. And this thing could still continue to squeeze, but didn't want to take that risk. I was waiting for that little bounce. We didn't really see it. We squeezed up, and now we're getting kind of rejected with good volume. So I will take that. And I'm glad I sold it there. So, all right, guys, I'm done for the day. I'll take 71.50 on the day. Have a good weekend. Great job. Thank you so much, Dr. Beginners. I hope y'all have made some money today. If not, it's all good. It's Friday. You can't make money every day. I had a good trading day. Good discipline. I've been here for around an hour, or for around 2.5 hours now, sitting at my computer. So I'll take $30 an hour or so. So that's good. I like that. Thank you so much for stopping in. I will see you all bright and early Monday morning.